Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, here's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Finding room at midfield, down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Steps away. Targets the sideline. Hurst has it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive...
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Joe Mixon down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Burrow will throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Burrow. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
73 yards.
And the Bengals have retaken the lead.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket,
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Here's Burrow, escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A draw play for Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Burrow.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Mixon will get it to start the 2nd half. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to Mixon on first down.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Again, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Mixing up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you... The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mixon with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Burrow
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. It's an important touchdown right there, as now they're really beginning to pull away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's Kevin Huber now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.